I went on a bit of a road trip. Hey everyone, it's me, X-Canadensis. Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I post new doll and toy related videos multiple times every week. And in today's video, we've got the haul. So you guys might have watched last week, I uploaded the doll hunt in Missouri. And the haul is a bit small, so I'm throwing in the haul from Arkansas as well. And we'll talk about the context for that situation later. So what was I doing in Missouri? A little thing called Precious Moments happens to have a chapel, like a Sistine Chapel for Precious Moments, and it is in Missouri. So I decided to surprise Brett for Brett's birthday. It's not even close to Brett's birthday, but I chose because that would make it even less obvious what I was doing. And I lied and said we were going to a family reunion, like my step family reunion, and I drove us to Missouri and we went to the Precious Moments Chapel. It was so much fun. I think I'm gonna throw a bit of vlog footage from that event at the end of the Arkansas thrift hunt video. The Missouri one was just too long. Anyways, this is what I picked out at the Precious Moments Chapel. This is what I got. So this is Megara from Hercules, but you might be like, I mean, kind of, but not really. She's extra special. So this is my first Precious Moments doll that I've specifically picked out for me. All of the other ones have been for Brett, but this one is a prototype. You can see prototype, love Linda Rick. So Linda Rick is the person who makes the Precious Moments dolls ever since I think like 2001 or 2002, and she would just brought a bunch of dolls to a little tabling event outside of the chapel event. Like it was a completely separate thing, but you know. And Megara was there, and I love Megara. I was so smitten by this doll, and then she said the word prototype, and I was like, yeah, okay, you're coming home with. So if you're interested in watching the doll hunt, check it out. It's on my channel. I'll link it in the description as well. And then stay tuned for the Arkansas one, or if you're watching this video later, check on my channel. It's probably there. Here's what I got in Missouri. So got a couple of Palace pets. So this is Aurora's cat. And then this is Cinderella's kitty. I guess her name is Slipper. And this is one of the special versions that has a brushable tail. This one is as well. So that was exciting. I don't know all the Palace pets names. They came out when I was like 13, I think. This is Daisy, Rapunzel's dog, who I don't see very often. Very, very cute. And this is just the regular way that they did the tails, which was a little wire and faux fur. I love Palace pets. And I don't know if you can see my Palace pet. No, not at all. It's so hard to find them with crowns. Okay, this is so cute. So I'm not specifically going out of my way to collect Kenner Littlest Pet Shops, but I had to for this. This is a little walrus. A little Littlest Pet Shop Kenner walrus playset. Is this not the cutest thing in the whole world? So it says Sir Winston Walrus, and there were a few other sets that would have gone very nicely with this, but I'm not planning on starting like a huge collection of Kenner Littlest Pet Shops, but I would like a few. And are you joking? The walrus, I had to have him. Is he not the cutest little guy? And these are before my time, but I had a friend who I'd go over to her house a lot, and I guess her older sister had these, so she had a ton of them, and we would play with them, and I loved to play with them with her. There's just something special about them, I don't know. And I did not know that they were the like original version of my beloved Littlest Pet Shops that I loved so much as a kid. So I do have a few. Again, I'm not planning on starting like a big collection of these, not planning to anyway. If I find a big lot of them and it's a good deal, maybe. But he's so cute. He's so cute. He's probably going to be on my work desk at work. Like if you don't see him again, that's why. Anyways, I also got, this was a weird random find. I think I paid 20 or 25 for this. This is Corinne from Barbie and the Three Musketeers. And at first I was like, I'm pretty sure that's her, but it's not the doll I'm used to. This is the, I guess the singing doll. And she's basically in box. She's just on her little backing piece. So that's cool because I would have unboxed her anyway. And I could have sworn this one's supposed to come with a sword, but maybe I'm mistaken, and she probably dropped it if she did have it. But she has such a pretty little face. I love that she comes with this big crazy brush. So cool. Look, they could have put a stand here. But they wouldn't. And she also has her little shoes, which I was curious about because this was bent, but she does. Isn't she so, so cute? So I do not have a single doll from Barbie and the Three Musketeers, at least with any of her stuff, so I'm really excited to have this one. I have a goal with the Barbie movie dolls that I want every single character, and I'm just letting it happen. Like, I'm finding them thrifting. If I find a good deal online, I might buy one. And Three Musketeers, I never see these dolls. I think I'm gonna have a really hard time finding the Musketeer versions, the rest of the characters, but I'm really happy to have any at all because right now, I don't have any. And I hadn't seen this movie or really heard much about it when I was younger. I think it came out when I was like 10, maybe. And I think I had not watched it until I was making tteokbokki, like, earlier this year. And I was watching this movie. And I was like, huh. I thought I had watched it before, but I don't think that I had. So, Barbie and the Three Musketeers, everyone. Did it get like, it seemed like it had a lot of dolls. I don't really hear much about it. Maybe it's just not popular. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Oh, this is for Brett. This is the Beanie Babies collector poster for the cards. Brett has a lingering love for the Beanie Babies still. Before collecting the Precious Moments stuff, Brett was really into like finding Beanie Babies when we would go out thrifting and stuff. Still loves the Beanie Babies, but not really buying them much anymore. But this was just such a cute thing, so Brett grabbed that one. And now it'll be returned. Okay, this is something I picked out, and actually, while I was, like, right next to this, picking it out, I met one of you guys, so if you're here, text me. And that was really, like, at a random antique mall in Missouri. But that was so, so cool, and I feel like I was so awkward. If you guys ever meet me in person, I just kinda go, it's because I never know how to process the interaction, and I'm so sorry. I mean, sometimes I'm like, "Oh my god, hi!" But most of the time, I'm just like, because I'm trying to, like, the gears are turning in my head. But it's always so exciting, and I love to meet other doll collectors, because you don't really find them much, or few and far between. Well, there's more of us than you'd think, but I guess we're pretty reserved. We don't really talk about it. I talk about it all the time, no matter who I'm talking to. Anyway, this is from, I think, the Hallmark stationery. Yeah, this was for a stationery set, but because it still had the little Barbie card, and this is a Barbie box. It was so cute, and I thought it would be good on display. It would be good for storing accessories as well, and it was just a really cute piece. I also am thinking about using it for either my desk in my office or at work, because it's really cute. I really like this. And it's in pretty good condition. I love stuff like this. I love a stationery set. So I love it, and I'm very happy to have it. Okay, next. This is such a cute Barbie. Sometimes you just find a Barbie that you haven't really encountered before and you're just smitten with her. That's what happened here. And this was the one this time. Sorry, I was trying to get this tag off. This is Route 66 University Barbie. I don't know what that means. She's like an artist, but what is Route 66 University? Like, is that a real school? I don't think so. Is this like a brand of clothing? Like, it has a trademark. I don't really know. Like, I know where Route 66 is, obviously. But anyway, I thought she was so cute. And for other university Barbies, you don't just get like a really cute outfit that a college student would wear. You just get like a cheerleader or something. So this doll perplexes me. I assume that this is just some kind of like brand. I don't know. But she's so cute. So, so cute. I love this specific style. Like duh. I'm always wearing long sleeves. I love a long sleeve shirt. It's a little tight. I love the decorated jeans. So, so pretty. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous Barbie. And she's so 2000s. I love her. When did you release? Like 2003, probably? Do you have a date? Yeah. 2003! Whoa! Wow, I got it. And she's a little artist. I love her little art accessories. I'm so excited to play with this doll. She rocks. That's a cool doll. Okay. Next, I got this. We spent a lot of time on this in the vlog. It would be surprising if I didn't get it. This is the English Roses Friends for Life, like, it's like, it tells you about each of the characters, and then you get to write your own little section like they did. This is a book series allegedly by Madonna. I assume there's ghostwriting. I mean, maybe Madonna really did write these. I don't really know much of the context, but I had a neighbor when I was younger who moved away very suddenly, so I lost contact with her, but she would always have, like, the coolest things. Like, she always had Bobby Jack stuff. She always was reading English Roses on the bus, and I thought she was so cool. So I've been looking for these, but I don't really find them very often. Oh, that's Kendra, the original owner. Oh, so yeah, I got English Roses. It's gorgeous. Like, the artwork is beautiful, and I don't believe I've ever actually read the books. This one, obviously, I can't read as a novel, but I'm very interested, so cute. Yeah, do you remember this book series? I I only remember hearing of that one girl reading it, and I thought it was so cool. I'm Nicole. Why does she just... Okay, they all have their names somewhere. She just happens to have a sign. It's Grace, Nicole, Amy, and Charlotte. Oh, and there's a fifth one. Oh, Bina? Is her name Bina? Bina? I don't know. It looks like there was an English Roses access card for like a website. I love that everything had a website. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Love it. Love it. That art style is so beyond gorgeous. Anyways, next I got this doll, which I almost did not get, and I would have been so bummed had I left and like not had this doll. So this is I don't know if she would count as like she doesn't have a company written on her, so I would argue she's like an aftermarket doll. Oh, well, HGSM Cosmetics, or Concept, not Cosmetics. I don't really know. Oh, it has a date. It says something, January 9th, 1998. That's cool. So that's weirdly newer than I would think she is. But this is Judy, fashion doll with extra dress and accessories. And first of all, her outfit, if I had found her nude and had no idea who she was, or even just found the outfit, I would have snatched this up. Sorry. If I had found her nude. If I had found her out of box is what I meant. But this outfit is just beyond gorgeous, so I'm really excited. Like, the matching, like, bodysuit, it has sleeves, and sock set is so, so cute. I'm not partial to the outfit that she's not wearing, though, but that's fine. I thought she was really cool. I do kind of want to unbox her, but I won't. I'm going to see if I can find another one because this packaging is really cool. And you don't really find these two too often. I might end up unboxing her because she's really, really cute and I love her outfit. She's fun. I'm very picky with the clone dolls or the aftermarket dolls, the bootlegs, whatever you want to call them. This one at least has like a brand name. I don't know. But I just thought she was really, really cute. So I had to grab her, especially because she was, I don't remember what, it was like $10, $12, something like that. Had to grab her. Strawberry Shortcake. So I do have this little guy already, but this is Mint Tulip, who I've been calling Mint Julep the whole time, and now I'm struggling. Like, what is a julep? I don't know where I got that from. She smells great. I don't know what she smells like. I don't really know what tulips are. She smells like a fruit. Maybe she was stored with others. She kind of smells strawberry-like. But she's in this really perfect condition. I don't think that she's a repro. I think sometimes I find these in such perfect condition that I just assume they're repros, but I don't think that she is. But maybe. I don't really mind either way. But I just thought she was so cute. So, so cute. So she still has this plastic thing in her hair. She's got little ties holding her hat on. It's possible she was just restored really lovingly. I don't know. But isn't she absolutely darling? And then her pet is absolutely the original one because they're made out of this like rubbery material that gets very sticky. But yeah, I'm still not the most learned on original Strawberry Shortcake. I kind of just let them come to me and they're just so cute. They're special. They're magical. Adorable. And so she's from like I don't think it's actually, she is in Party Pleasers. This is not the Party Pleasers one. No one has corrected me. I figured this out myself. There's a line called Party Pleasers that I really, really like that has my favorite character, Cafe Ole, and a bunch of others in it. But in the original lineup that this one, Cafe Ole, and the other ones are from, it's just like an International Friends set. And I believe I have the full set now. Yay. And she's very, very cute. And my friend actually gifted me almond tea. And fun fact, she was from the exact same flea market or thrift store, antique mall that I got this one at. So now they're back together again. So, so cute. They're going to be so beautiful on display together. And I finally have a Strawberry Shortcake display. So I'm going to clean her up just a little bit. She's basically perfect, but you never know where things come from. I always just clean them up a bit. And then she'll go on display and she'll be adorable there. This is a Coca-Cola magnet that I just thought was really cool. And I feel like my grandma had this exact one. My grandma had a fridge full of magnets, and me and Brett have this running bit where our fridge does not represent us. It's just magnets from places we've never been and stuff because I buy them thrifting. I found a big bag of magnets from like California and stuff at a thrift store here in Alabama. Those are all over our fridge. It's so fun. And for like random veterinarians and businesses, like small businesses, and I think it's like Santa Clara, California or something. It's funny. So I collect the magnets that don't represent us. Neither of us like Coca-Cola. I don't think I've ever drank it in my life. I don't think Brett prefers it. So it's funny. And then I also got this. This is an employee badge from Walmart. And when I was a kid, Walmart looked like this. It was a smiley face. And again, I want to put this on the fridge because can badges are magnetic. So you can just put a little magnet on them and then stick them on the fridge. I found this next thing last second. This is a little Care Bears magnet and this is Funshine Bear. And oh, he's so cute. See, I don't know if I want to unbox this because still on the card is so cool, but I do want to put this on my fridge. So I don't really know, but this is the cutest little thing. So fun. And the packaging is actually in really good condition too, but I guess it is basically flat, but so cute. And, you know, I've been dabbling in Care Bears recently, so. Next, we have. These are the Hallmark, I think. Are these Hallmark? American Girls collection figurines. I'm pretty sure they did all of the characters from the time. But I found these two and I'm so happy. So I got Kirsten and I got Samantha. And these are just cute little, I think they're probably porcelain or something. I don't quite know what they're made out of, but what, 2002? Is that the year? Yeah, 2002. These are beyond gorgeous. They're like little statues. And I've seen these around as I've just consumed American Girl related content over the years, but I've never found them, at least for a price that I wanted to pay. I don't think I have. They're just like these really, really nice figures. Also, by the way, I will turn the camera around and show you all this stuff up close. Forgot to say that earlier, but you know, you already know. I really like stuff like this. There's this sort of thing for lots of different brands, but they tend to be pretty hard to find because they were sold separate. Like I don't think you got these at the American Girl store. Maybe you could, but it was 2002. Well, they were like at Hallmark. They weren't in the catalogs where you bought the American Girls necessarily, so they end up in different homes sometimes. So, and they're a lot more scarce than a lot of the like regular products. So it's always really cool to find them. And I almost missed, I think I found Kirsten first and then Samantha second. I almost missed her. And I'm glad I came back too because I had also missed out on that Judy doll. So I would have been so bummed. Okay, this next thing is so cool. I was shocked because, okay, for some background information, these are Style Bay dolls. They are these like paper doll-esque, oh my gosh, I got all turned around. Paper doll-esque fashion dolls. They look like this. They are flat and they have like a normal doll head, but their clothing is all stickers. But they also had like fun fabric versions too. Like this has faux fur on it, though it's a sticker. Like these were really, really cool. I thought these were awesome. I'm really bummed that they didn't do well. But anyway, when I made my video, I talked about how like these are like really, really cool because they're a totally like unique concept. I've never seen anything like this before. And people were commenting Flatsy. Flatsy is fully flat. Flatsy had like actual clothing. It wasn't stickers, like different concept, similar, a flat doll, but not at all the same concept. And nobody contested that there was in fact this exact type of doll before. And it was called Lookin' Pretty by Ohio Art. Like, hello? I think it's just that this one's pretty obscure, but hello? So press on, peel off, dress up doll. Looking pretty. And Ohio Art did Betty Spaghetti as well. They did a lot of like really cool concept dolls. But look at this. So I'm going to have to do a lot more research into these. These are amazing. Also available, Lookin' Pretty fashion collections with designer carry case and Lookin' Pretty fashion collections. What year were these from? Did it say? I don't remember if it said. They conform to the European standard of safety, so I wonder if that means anything. Like, were they released there too? I don't know, because it's Ohio Art. There's no year on this. I assume 90s just by looking at the packaging, but that is so random. She does come with a few extra accessories, but as you can see, she is wearing a flat outfit, and it says peel off, so when I point this out, I'm just saying this is so cool, and I'm shocked I'd never heard anybody talk about this. And maybe somebody did, and I just didn't see it. But I'm not trying to say, like, oh, they stole this concept, because I sincerely doubt the designers saw these either. I just thought that was really cool, that, like, yes, it had actually been done before. And that's why one of the reasons that I love looking at these more obscure doll brands, because, like, Style Bay is going to be very forgotten in, like, 10, 20 years. It had one release. It lasted for very little time. Didn't really have media to, like, there's just not a lot to be memorable unless you had them and had a personal connection to them somehow, or just happened to be around when they came out and just remember them, kind of. But I think they'll go the way of something like this at some point. But I just think it is so cool to just learn more about them. There's just so many different doll lines, and I love antique malls. I love going to like flea malls and flea markets and garage sales and thrift stores and stuff because that's where you find these. If I just searched doll on eBay and scrolled long enough, I might find them, but it's just so cool to do the exploration yourself and find them. And I think she's really, really cool, and I can't wait to see what she's all about if I deem it appropriate to unbox her. We'll see. I assume a lot of these are still in box. That's just a hunch. A lot of these more obscure brands, um, a lot of them tend to stay in box, but we'll see. I'll find out. Not because people are specifically collecting them, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, now for what I found in Arkansas. This was crazy. I manifested this one on accident. So I was talking to my friend about something on Ghost of the Doll, and I saw this brand on Ghost of the Doll. And if you don't know, Ghost of the Doll is this like website that I am obsessed with. I go on there all the time, even to this day. It's like an old repository for information about like 90s, 80s, 2000s, like toy lines, mostly plush and figures, but some dolls. And I was like, oh my gosh, you have to see lots of legs. And there are these caterpillar plushies, and the amount of G's correlated to how many legs it is so fun. I love these. And I've never seen one in person before that I can recall. If I did, it was at like an expensive vintage toy store, and I just didn't even register it in my head. But look what I found. So this was in Arkansas at a really, really, oh my God, it was labyrinthine. It was huge. It was this big, long, like indoor flea market. It was amazing, but I found lots of legs. This was like the last booth that we checked too. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for you guys to see that video. There was so much, but I think he was only like $10 too. And he's a little musty, but I can clean him up. So they get a lot bigger than this. There's ones with lots more legs. And oh, I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. I've been wanting one of these so bad for years. For years. Oh my God, look at that. He's so cute. I just have to wash him up a little bit, but this is my little friend. Look how many legs he has. He's so cute. This is my guy. My guy. He's probably going to get the seat of honor in my doll room. He's going to get to sit on the little doll couch. The couch I have in my doll room. I love him so much. I'm so happy. I still can't believe that. It's like, what are the odds? I was just talking about him. I knew that like 48 hours later, a lots of legs would enter my arms. It was actually like 24 hours because it was while we were in the car on the way back from this flea market. I'm pretty sure. It might have been after one of the chapel days, but whatever. Anyways, I also found another thing that I don't really see very often. This is a Build-A-Bear doll. These were called, Friends to be made. Okay, I had to get a second. I was like, I know it's a pun. Or, yeah, so like friends to be made. You're making a friend, but also you're making a friend because it's Build-A-Bear. So this is a friends to be made doll. I never hear about these. I don't really see them. I'm pretty sure they might have had like an online game or something too. I don't recall. I have no experience with these when I was a kid. I like vaguely remember them from maybe like an ad or seeing them online or something when I was younger. But I just don't see them. And when I saw them at the flea mall, I was like, are those friends to be made? And they were. Look, and they have everything. So I feel like they're pretty hard to find with things like shoes and full outfits and stuff just because they come off and they were sold separately. Also, look at her hair. It's so soft. It's yarn. It's like the puffy, fun yarn, and it's really, really soft. I love this high ponytail style. How cute is she? So now I have a friends to be made, and I don't just have one friends to be made. I have two friends to be made. So I don't really know a whole lot about these, and I'm really excited to learn more. They are very, very cute. I'm very surprised that they have totally different faces. I guess it's just different embroidery patterns that you could do, so it's easy, but so cute. And whoever picked out the outfits for them did a great job. They match very nicely. Yay. And the shoe's actually about to fall off, so I'm glad I still have it. And I was carrying these around like this the entire antique mall or flea market. I don't really know what to call it, but the entire adventure. Yay. They are really, really cute. So now I have some friends to be made. I'm pretty picky with adding cloth dolls to my collection because they're difficult to display. I think I have stands that'll fit these ones. I have some larger Kaiser stands. I'll check, but otherwise I'm going to have to get some 18-inch doll stands. But I genuinely really wanted these, and I've wanted them for a while. So that was a huge score. I was figuring that I was just going to find them in like a bin, like a plush bin at a thrift store, but then they wouldn't have outfits and stuff, but I found them and I'm so happy. Okay, next. I got, this is a McDonald's magnet for like old McDonald's, like 15-cent hamburger McDonald's. A pleasure every family can afford. Aren't they like, I haven't been to McDonald's in probably like 2 or 3 years, but I swear the burgers are like $7 or $8. Like they're ridiculously expensive now. When I worked there, it was like $1 for a McDouble. It's changed. These are a few things Brett picked out. I think this is a bookmark for the chapel. And then this was just a print. And Brett specifically really likes the artwork because it's this like really pretty watercolor style. It's just really sweet. So this is one of the original designs, original 21 designs as an art print. And it's already framed for us, ready to go. So very cute. And yeah, now I can give those back to Brett because they ended up with me. I also found, what do you know, another palace pet. This is Aurora's horse. Do you have a name? Bloom. This is Bloom. The names, most of them were like, Ariel's cat Treasure. Like, they're very, like, yeah, okay, that's the name. And look, we have Bibbidi, so of course that's Cinderella's, and Petite, which I guess is Beauty's horse. Beauty, oh my god, Belle's horse. I think, just by the look. And there's a storybook in here, apparently. I don't see it unless it's at the bottom, but I'm excited. This is very cute. I remember seeing these in stores. This is 2013. Oh, Blip Toys made these? They made Squinkies as well. Cool. I didn't know they were the ones making the Palace Pets toys. It's actually news to me. I'm shocked I didn't know that. Okay. Yay. More Palace Pets. More Palace Pets. And then the last thing that I got, it was, considering the amount of days we were out, relatively smaller haul. I just didn't find as much. And also, again, like, I spent a lot of money on the birthday trip. But I got Koei, I think, from Shibajuku Girls. Yay. I really, really like the ones with the little hoodies. I really like this character. She just looks very cute. And this is a doll line that is very forgotten despite even getting a come up recently. Like, they had a re-release. So these are by Hunter Products, and what year? 2016. So this is a later one. I think they first came out in 2015 and then they phase out in like 2016 or 2017. They were around for a second and then they phased out and disappeared into the void. But I think they're cute. I don't really find them too often because their hair is, oh my god, it's so bad. The quality is horrible, so I think people probably throw them away. Which is something that I think as a collector will be interesting to observe over time. Because I've noticed the 2010s Bratz dolls, they don't have really good hair quality, most of them. And you don't find them secondhand very much. And I think people are throwing them away. I don't believe in throwing away basically any toy unless it's dangerous in some way. Somebody will fix it. And I'm not even talking about a collector. I just think it's sad it's so wasteful. But unfortunately our culture is very much like just buy a new one instead of fixing the old one, or, you know, so yeah, but I'm very curious how these sorts of dolls, like even G3 of Monster High, most of them have that polypropylene hair. How is that going to age? And how is the secondhand market going to exist for those in the future? Because so few of them will probably make it, of certain characters, certain like ones that have really like hair that doesn't last very long. I'm curious. I'm very curious because like Bratzilla's, for example, do you find those thrifting very often? And I know they weren't made in high quantities, but I don't know. I think there's a correlation there. Anyways, that's it for this video. I had a lot of fun. It was really fun to hang out with my friends. It was really fun to take Brett on a little adventure. I would really like to, there was this one antique mall that looked so cool, but it was closed on the day we were driving home. And it was, I think, on the border of Tennessee and Arkansas when we were going into Memphis. Or it wasn't on the border. It was like probably an hour southwest of the border. I really wanted to go in there. It looked so fun. It looked so spooky and mysterious because I was looking for that spooky and mysterious vibe, which I didn't really get, which is fine. But like when I was in Mississippi, I thought like middle of nowhere thrift store, flea mall vibe would be perfect. Welcome to the flip side. So for starters, the last doll that I showed you, this is our Shibajuku Girls Koei doll. And let me know how you like the footage, by the way. Is it any different than before? I got a new phone. I mean, it's not new. I bought an old phone on eBay that is newer than my last phone. And this one supposedly has a better camera. So, yeah, this is her. She's so cute. I'm pretty sure she's in a little mouse costume. Absolutely precious. Okay, the friends to be made. They were waiting for me from Arkansas. And yeah, I wonder if these came out after Groovy Girls. Like, were they a response to Groovy Girls? Were they unrelated? Because Groovy Girls was really popular. At least I perceived them to be. Look, there's even rhinestones on the shirt. Like, these are genuinely really nice. Build-A-Bear was so expensive. I'm so curious how much these cost. But, yeah. Friends to be made. Then this one's probably my favorite. I like the outfit better on this one. Like, this is a cuter outfit, but I just love this hairstyle. And they do have different types of yarn, which is cool. Give them different looks to their hair. I really like the facial style on this one too. Just so cute. So cute. Oh, she has painted nails. Do they both? Yeah. It looks a little rancid, but it's fun. It's silly. It's fun. Very, very cute little doll. Let me zoom out so you can see them. Yeah. Are you ready to make some friends? These are the friends to be made. Anyways, here is Mint Tulip. Absolutely precious. What a darling little doll. Isn't she, like, perfect? I love that most of the original characters had the green and white striped leggings. It's just so precious. Look at her little face. She's so cute. And you can see back here, it's just American greetings. So I'm pretty sure she is original. She's just so perfect that it's throwing me off. Like that time I found a pristine original Alan doll from Barbie, and I left him behind because I thought he was a repro. Here's Judy. She's just interesting. The base doll doesn't, like, super speak to me. I wish she looked more like this one, actually. But the outfit is just so beyond stunning. Also, she has that interesting headband that doll has, too. I don't know what that's about. She comes with, is this a little radio? The smallest guitar ever. A little record player. Like, so small, but probably for a smaller doll. And then some little heels to go with this interesting dress. But this outfit is just beyond amazing. Isn't that cool? And then it's Dollar Days, I guess, was the store. She was $2. And then HGSM Concepts. And it says Dillons? Dillons, I think. Or something else. I don't know. Let me know. And it's January 9th, 1998. Very cool. Very cool. That doesn't necessarily mean she came out around 1998. I don't know. Our English Roses Friends for Life book. Such a pretty book. And it is filled out. I'm not going to show you everything because it could have info about the child that filled it out. But we read some of it and it was really sweet in the thrift hunt video. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that's this character. See, each character filled out parts of it. It's really sweet. Look at the art. So gorgeous. Here's Grace. Yeah. So, very, very excited to have found this. Yay. It's time for the Palace Pets Deluge. Here is, well, I'm already forgetting their names. This is Daisy, I think. Rapunzel's dog. So cute. And see, there's a wire in the tail so you could pose them. So cute. And were these really made by Blip Toys? I really just did not know that for some reason. And then here is Slipper, I think. And I'm not confident this is her hat. Well, it's kind of glued on. I mean, maybe it is. I'm thinking it goes to a different one, but it's fine if so, because I could find the one that it goes to at some point. And yeah, a little kitty. Palace Pets was really cool. And then we have Aurora's cat with crown. So if they have a crown, it kind of matches their owner's crown, see? So it is relevant which one's crown you have. I can't just get, like, any crown. And also, this is the new pose for me. I don't have any beauties in that pose. And I'm so surprised because there's Beauty, like, they could have named any of Belle's Beauty as well, but they named this one Beauty. I guess there could be more than one named that. Also, I need to talk to the princesses about their creativity and naming. Speaking of which, we have Aurora's pony, Bloom. Because flowers, briar rose, I assume. Look, the Palace Pets app over there. It's just really cute. And this box is torn to shreds. So, I mean, it's actually in great shape, but it's been scratched up. And then there's Bloom. So fun. It was a gift from Prince Philip, and Aurora loves spending time with her. The size of the ponies compared to the princesses is very funny, by the way. I think they're cat-sized. I'm not sure if they're depicted that way, but they're the same size as the cats. So I assume, I don't know, it's fine. Anyways, we have our little walrus, whose name I suppose is Sir Winston, which is perfect. So much fun. So a lot of those pet shop stuff had something interactive going on, but this was just a little base. And then his interactive feature was when you spin this, so when you move him, his little head moves up and down. And you can see maybe where that bobblehead inspiration came from for the Hasbro Littles Pet Shops. But yeah, these are made by Kenner. Hasbro buys Kenner, and then we get those. Here's our style base. I mean, looking pretty. I'm just so curious about this doll. She even has a stand. And look at all her extra accessories over there. Press on, peel off, dress up doll. Just very, very cool. Oh, is she number 55? There's no way there's that many, right? I don't know. The little outfits. It's kind of weird to me that they only come with one outfit. It is layered at least, but considering the point is that they have clothing that is peel on, like you shouldn't have to buy more than one in order to do so. Peel on, peel off is the word. This is what I wanted to say. Anyways, my Walmart pin, my Fun Shine magnet. So cute. We have my American Girl Hallmark thingies. Let me get them. There's Kirsten. Absolutely adorable. Kind of that classic art that they used forever too. I want that as a little figure, by the way. So precious. With little Samantha. And then we have Samantha in here. Oh, look. There was a tag at some point, I guess. The American Girls collection from Hallmark. And then there's Samantha. Very curious if they had only bought Kirsten and Samantha. If Molly was bought by someone else at the antique mall. How did she get separated? Or like maybe she was never purchased. I don't know. But those are excellent. Excellent. I love them. This is Corinne from Barbie and the Three Musketeers. Again, I'm so curious what y'all's experience with this movie is. But she's so cute. And I'm so excited to have her. I don't know. I'll give you this angle. This is the person who gets a doll first and posts it on Facebook or Reddit. And is like, here, look, I'm the first person to get this character everybody's been anticipating. Which, by the way, all the power to you. We are not entitled to have perfect pictures. You're the first one to get the doll. Enjoy. You don't have to post pictures at all. But, you know. Anyways. Very, very cute. Yeah, I just never see them. I don't really see them in other collections. I don't see them thrifting. I'm excited to have one. Pause. Refresh. Have a Coke. Here is my Megara. She didn't have her prototype tag anymore, so Linda wrote it on the foot, which is so cute. But if you look up the Megara Precious Moments, you'll see the differences. There's a larger one of like this little belt sash thing. There's a few differences, but I just love her. I would have bought her even if she was just regular Megara, because I didn't know there was a Megara Precious Moments. And there's a Hercules too. They're pretty obscure. I looked. I want the Hercules one, but I'll find him eventually. I'm not too concerned about it, especially if I ever go to Florida and thrift. I feel like I'll find a ton of the Disney ones. Or California. Does Linda have a store at both of those locations? This is my little Barbie stationery box. A little disgusting inside, so we'll work on that. But so cute. And I think that's a picture of one of the little Hallmark ornaments that they did. I have to imagine. This is Route 66 Barbie, or Route 66. You bought at Kmart. I can't read this. I don't know what that was, but it's the original store she was purchased at. Yeah, she's really gorgeous. Unfortunately, her face is a little greasy looking, which probably means there's a plasticizer leak. Oh, it actually, a plasticizer is kind of something that like breathes normally with the doll, I think. Not literally, but you know, it's just regular off-gassing. But if it's in box for a long time, it can't escape. So it just precipitates onto the doll's face. Condensation. That's what I want. I don't know. It just gets stuck there. And it makes them smell like crayons. That's fun. So if you smell a doll that smells like crayons and it has a greasy face, now you know. Here's my McDonald's magnet. Just, I don't know. I wanted it and it was like $1. And then we have the lots of legs. Are you ready for this? I love that he has many different socks, by the way. It's so cute. Look at his little face. He's the cutest little guy in the whole world. Look at his little bow tie. Look at his little antenna. Oh, they have wire. I'm just so excited to have one of these. Boogie. Let's go. Isn't he perfect? Wait, zoom all the way out. There he is. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a leg. Okay. That's my lots of legs creature. And that's everything that I got in Missouri and Arkansas. A very exciting haul. Lots of new things for me to like research and learn about, which is always my favorite. Doll lines that I've never had in my collection before that I did know about, like Friends to be Made. And I guess technically my first Precious Moments doll, but again, like I buy them for Brett usually. And a Barbie movie that I don't have stuff from is always a score. Just a wonderful, wonderful day, a wonderful gift. Well, this was the course of several days, but that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you found anything exciting recently. I certainly have. And stay tuned because we have a backlog to get through of exciting adventures that I've been on. I've been so busy and my laptop broke, so I haven't been able to like film. Or not film. I've been filming plenty. Edit my videos as easily. So I just got back from Canada and Buffalo, New York. I've got videos coming for that. There's gonna be a members only video that should go live today. It's like a disambiguation of that adventure, but eventually a better version of that video will be live for everybody. A less like chit chat nonsensey one. But yeah, that's for channel members. And then I have a Georgia trip for a doll show that I went to. I've got I still haven't uploaded all my Japan. Like, oh my gosh, there's so much doll hunting content to come. I also have a bunch of reviews that I need to do. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. For real this time. Bye.